In this lesson, we'll be looking at how you can sign up to Noteflight and create your account, and also how to start entering some notes in there. So the first thing you need to do when you come to the Noteflight page is to click sign in, and then we're going to sign in using your Google account, and you're going to do the one at education.nsw.gov.au. So that's your normal school email address. So it says we couldn't find a user, so we need to sign up instead. So we click here and we want to create a new account. So we're going to sign up using Google. Oh, sorry, we need to consent to that. Sign up using Google. And once again, you're going to use Tim Billiard, or I've got my first and last name at education.nsw.gov.au, which is your school Google account. You can join with, I've got a Gmail account there or a Yahoo, but don't want you to do that at this point. You will also need to sign in using your school password and everything. It's going to take it to here. So here I'm just going to use my username's just going to be my first and last name. Please do that. Don't put crazy names in there. You're going to click on I'm a student, and you're going to write or arrange music. And the instrument is I'm just going to put down piano unless you play something else. Okay. Most people, actually I think everyone here is going to be a beginner. So click on beginner. Oh, okay. So that's been taken. Oh gosh. You just got to find a username that's going to work. Okay, so now we're in. We can follow this all through. There is a help center there. So we're going to just go through this. Shows you how to buy stuff and do all those kinds of things, but we're going to just close out of that and we're going to create a new score in here. So here's our new score. We're going to start from a blank score sheet, and you'll get to this point here. Okay, it says here, click a measure to start entering notes. You may also type note names on a computer keyboard or use a MIDI device. We're going to do this one here. We're going to click it in, and also you do the computer keyboard one there. I'm going to show you a couple of other things. Okay, so what we're going to look at today is the pentatonic scale in C. So change your title to that. You are the composer there. So I want you to put your name in. Okay, I want you to put the year, and I want you to put your class over here. Okay, so you might be in 7 music green, so yellow, so Y, 7 music Y. Okay, so you've added all those details in. Once you've done that, you hit save, just so that you get a copy of it. Now, to enter notes, we can click in here and you can see it gives us kind of a little note head that's following my mouse up and down. And it's also got the flashing line. So the two ways that you can do it are, you can simply go to the note that you need to, and you can click and you can hear it plays it for you. And here we can change this rest into a note. All right, and we can keep going through like that. All right. Another way of doing that is that you can type the letters. So I know this one here is going to start on a C. All right, oops, let's go backwards. So I just use my arrow key there. All right, now that C is a bit high, so I'm actually going to bring it down. So I'm going to press my downwards arrow. So it's B, A, G, F, E, D, and there's the other C down there. If you don't know the names of the notes, just press downwards 7 steps. So press down 7 times. So that's C there. All right, I just press the C key again, and now my next note's going to be D. So I type D on the keyboard, and then E. All right, we're not going to play F. All right, we're going to play G here, then we're going to go A, and then we're going to finish on C, like that. So that's the start of the pentatonic scale there. C, D, E, we miss F, we get G, A, and we miss that note B there. Okay. One other way that you can enter, oh, look, before I go on, this one here, if you make a mistake, don't press the delete key. If I hit the delete key, it turns my last note into a rest. If I want to go backwards, I simply hit the undo key. and it'll just go backwards to the last step. Okay, you can use Command Z or Control Z there if you're on a PC. All right, but you can just click the undo button there if you like, and it just takes you back a step. What tends to happen is people move notes up and down now, and accidentally put notes in different places. So you can see here it's undoing each step. Remember, I had to put that note down, okay? And it's just going through every step there. So if you get lost, just press the undo key. Another way that you can enter notes in, especially if you have an iPad or a touchscreen computer, you can simply bring up the keyboard here, all right? And you can see I've got all the notes down here, all right? So there's C. So if I want to put a note in, I simply click on it, D, E, okay, and there's my notes. So that's a really cool way of connecting your understanding with the piano, and it even tells you there that that's C, okay? It shows you kind of where the bass clef and the treble clef are, okay? But that's a really cool way there, and you've got all your notes there. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the note names, but you can use the keyboard for your computer to do that. And I just want to go back down, so I press another C, A, G, E, D, and C. Once you've got that, I want you to hit save. All right, so the last bit that I'd like to talk to you about today is just naming your notes, okay? Now, these little menus here, you can see this has got options for the score, and if you just hover over, it tells you what to do. It also might show you the particular key to do it. So if I want to print this, I can just go on my Mac here, I can go Command P, or you could do Control P. But it tells you the element that you're changing. So these are all to do with pitch. All right, so this one here moves the note up or moves the note down. Otherwise, you could just use the arrows on your keyboard. All right, I've got my edit functions, which is the undo. I can cut things, I can copy sections of the music, I can paste them, I can even delete things. Duration just changes how long each note goes for. All right, and adds a few different other aspects. The measure adds and takes measures away. So if I want to take that one away, I can just take that measure off. If I want to add another one in there, I can just click it back in again. I'm actually going to take it off. It looks kind of neat. It lets me change the time signature, the key, whether I'm doing it in treble or bass clef, and I can even change some bar lines in there if I want to. This one here's the one we're going to look at now. This is text. This has got lots of different functions. Oh, they have more functions too if you click on it. It gives you a whole lot more functions in there for each one. But we're not going to do that just at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the note and we're going to add some lyrics in here. And what we're actually going to do is name the notes. So when we're naming notes, we always do capitals. So that one's C. And if I hit space bar, it moves to the next one. D, E, G, A, C, and that's the same one there. A, G, right, E, D, C. Okay, and then you simply click somewhere in the score and that stops it, and then I'm going to hit save. Just to show you this little copy function here. So if I click in this bar and I hit copy, and then I click down here, I can then hit paste. And you can see it pastes the notes in there. Okay. I can hold down shift, so I'm going to hold down shift and click in this bar, and you can see it adds those two together there. So I can copy those, I can click down in here and I can paste it in there. Now this music's really high, so I'm going to press it down 7 steps. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now that's showing us our pentatonic scale in the bass clef, and here it is in the treble clef. Now if you want to hear your music and see how cool it sounds, it's very simple. You just hit play. And it will play your whole song. Last thing I've got to do is save it. Now I can go back to my menu over here and I can look at my scores, and that's going to show me all the songs that I've written. And there's my first one, and it was done on the 29th of April there. Okay. Now if I just click back in, there's one other thing you might want to have a go at doing up here. If you click on the score details, down here you can share it, and that means that people can see it. So I'm going to set it so that everyone can share it, and anyone with a link can view. You can put commenting or editing there. Okay. and then you can let people copy and your score there if you're doing some songwriting. But for the moment, let's just let everyone look at your score there like that. And you're going to say that it's an original work, and we're just going to save that. So what that means now is that you can send me a copy of the score just by going up in the address bar, which is just off the screen at the moment, copying that, and you can add it as a comment into this post so that I can have a look at your work. All right, so I'm just going to copy up there, and then I'm going to go to the classroom, and I can go into the Google Classroom, and then I can just add it as a link under this post so that I can start having a look at the work that you have completed. Have a go at that. Good luck. If you get stuck, just re-watch the video, pause it whenever you need to, so that way you can make sure that you've done the steps correctly. If everything goes really bad, remember this undo key here. All right, now remember, if you hit save, you then can't undo it. So only hit save if you like what you've got on the page, okay? So you can hit the undo key there. Don't hit the delete key or the backspace key, because it will turn your note like this into a rest, which is not what you want. So if you do that, just hit undo. All right, good luck. Have a go at doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing what work and songs you can produce for me today.